it's those three tenets and those three buckets. It's actually an all-inclusive model, fast and friendly support, heavy focus on security, backups, and cybersecurity. I'm Stephen Taylor, this is WeeklyST, and we're going to give you another weekly behind-the-scenes look at a growing IT support company. So this week, more of a focus on sales, albeit that's always going on. This week is a higher focus. So we've had interviews for our sales position. We made a job offer, and it's been accepted, and so in 2 weeks, Megan will start in our sales team. So sales is probably one of the most important functions in business. If you're not growing, you're dying, and sales really is the only way to add revenue, add cash, which is the lifeblood and clients, to your business. And so for us now, we want to take a full-time person to focus on sales, not just, my part-time effort or waiting on referrals or, those kinds of things. We want someone focused out there on the streets, knocking on doors, making deals happen consistently. And for us, that's going to mean huge growth in our business. And whilst we've grown organically and through our own way over the last 9 years and getting us to where we are today, we really want to ramp up sales, really ramp up our growth for the next 2-3 years, and then past that, but really getting us to kind of that next level or that next mark that we want to be at. And a heavy focus on sales, a dedicated person, full-time, all day, every day, smiling and dialing, knocking on doors, what have you, to drive sales and bring in those new clients is the only way we're going to be able to do that. But it's going to be awesome and hugely impactful as we ramp this person up and get the leads flowing and the funnel, back to being full. We're going to consistently get those new customers. That's really going to help our growth. So another component of that sales process really is sales follow-up, and I'm super excited about this. Bringing in a team member, again, who can really focus on this full-time, navigating maybe some of the objections or when prospects are looking at other proposals, and it's not always easy to tell the differences because a lot of IT companies just put out a bullet list of here's all the things we cover, and most people start losing themselves in the acronyms or the technical babble. So it's important to have somebody really following up and building that relationship with a prospective customer to help them overcome objections, find out what is the apples to apples, and lead them to the best decision for their organization. So another interesting thing that I've found in this cybersecurity landscape is there's a little bit of public knowledge or things that are out there on the internet about most companies, who their email provider maybe is, and you can kind of start to take a little bit of a deeper look. And sometimes I've run across a prospective company or a local company, and I find some scary or some lacking security measures, whether they're maybe leaving a port open or they've kind of got something misconfigured. We could pick up on these things, and so I feel it's my job to reach out to them, not from a sales perspective, but just helping out, right? And so sometimes I go into even a sales meeting and I've said, hey, here are 3 things I've already noticed before I've even shown up at your door. I'm going to give this information to you. Go ahead and give it to your current IT provider or a person on staff now who's going to take care of this stuff. And whether you interface and do business with us or not, I feel that it's super important that you guys take care of that stuff. And so, sometimes I fear that, clients, prospects might get a little bit scared of that. But again, it's not this fear factor thing. This is real stuff that's happening. And again, whether it's, port 3389 open to the world, which is hugely against best practices and can be completely detrimental if somebody takes advantage of that. We're even reaching out to just companies locally and saying, hey, here's what we've noticed, and please get this fixed because it can be detrimental to your business. So this week we're also going through our quarterly team reviews, and that's something we've talked about from the book Traction. And really it's sitting down with each team member really quickly. We look at it from a company values perspective. Are they exemplifying the company values, growing, success, community, those kinds of things? And then again, from Traction, do they get it? Do they want it? Do they have the capacity to do it, right? The time, or are they overburdened because they're doing multiple roles and multiple hats? And so this quarter, we're sitting down with each team member, kind of reviewing that scorecard with them, going over any adjustments or any kudos and praise, and it really keeps everyone on the same page. And again, these kind of goals and this stuff all ties into the broader vision for the company, so it helps keep everybody on the same page, so to speak. Just met with another prospective client, lead from our appointment setting firm. They were hot to trot. The IT company that they had been with for a few years, who was more local, smaller, and I think was doing a good job, was absorbed into a bigger IT company after an acquisition, and support has really just fallen off for them. You know, they're saying that it's taking days, if not weeks, to get tickets resolved. Every time they talk to somebody, it's somebody new and somebody different, not so familiar with their account. And this is commonly the things that we hear about. So again, we give this a personal touch. When you pick up the phone and call us, you're going to get somebody on the phone. And our team develops relationships with your team. Everybody knows who everybody is. It's not a big conglomerate. It's not a giant corporate where you're not going to know who you're talking to, or they're not going to know your account or your infrastructure. It's those three tenants and those three buckets that I always talk about. It's actually an all-inclusive model. It's that fast and friendly support, and then a heavy focus on security, backups, and cybersecurity. And so having another sales meeting, and we'll send a proposal to this customer, and hopefully they'll see value in the way that we do things differently. Really, the sit rep for this week, I'd say, as all of this cybersecurity doom and gloom, and we constantly adjust, it's just about consistency, like we talked about last week. Continuing to do the things that we know we need to do and staying on top of our game, constantly helping us move forward and grow. Follow me on all the socials for more of this.